Hey YouTube, back at the chopping block. Today we're going to look at the CJRB Latitude. Comes in this nice little pouch out of the box. And in a bag here. Oop. Might have to actually open that sucker. Alright. Got your cleaning cloth in there. First impressions. It's got a textured G10 handle. Top liner lock. Pretty big lanyard tube there. I like the thumb stud with the anodized blue accents. I really like that around the pivot pin as well as the thong tube. And it looks like it's got the reversible pocket clip. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like only one screw holds it on. Huh. Might have to dig into that. Got T8 there, T8 there for your back spacer. This is T8, T8, T8. Looks like T6 on the thumb stud, T6 for this side, but T8 on that. I'm not a fan if that's only a one screw holding that sucker on. I'm not a fan of that, but and it's not inset, so no inset pocket clip. Let's open her up. It's got a stonewash blade with what they call a drop point, but it's borderline a spear point almost. Got a nice swedge grind on the back there, some jimping. In the hand, it feels pretty good. I'm not really a righty, but I imagine that would be a hot spot for me right there. But as a lefty, I can kind of tuck my fingers on it. Not a big deal. And if you're not familiar with a top liner lock, let me make sure you're seeing this here. So that top liner lock just engages right there. And it's push button activated. Pretty nice. Now as far as the steel, this is their ar-rpm9. Now I know there's a little controversy around this steel. They're claiming it's powdered metal, but a lot of guys have said that it's sprayed, like extruded or sprayed metal. So a little bit of a difference there. I'm not the expert on that, but you know, you want to check out Knife Steel Nerds. He's got a channel, Laren Thomas. I mean, this dude's a PhD with this metallurgy stuff, and he had a great video on it if you guys want to go check that out. So there is quite a bit of controversy around this steel that they've used. Apparently it's not what they claim it is. But again, I'm not the most qualified to talk on that subject, so anyways, let's get into it. This got a nice little finger choil / sharpening choil there. Overall decent knife. Looks wise. Haven't carried it, so I couldn't tell you there. Let's go ahead and get a weight check on this guy. .3 ounces, so a little bit on the heavy side there, but I don't mind a little weight. I know that Remet budget knife I made a video at, it was a video on, it was 4 ounces, and it feels pretty good in the hand and in the pocket. So all right, let's get a measurement on this guy. So overall length, we're right at about 8 inches. I'd say just under 8 inches. And your blade, we'll do the cutting edge. About 3 inches of cutting edge, maybe over, if you really stretch it out there. Overall blade, say like 3.5. And the handle's right about 4 1/4. We'll give it 4 1/4, roughly. Now it is a deep carry, as you can see, it should go in there pretty nice. So, and the action is just, it's incredible on this thing. I'm a lefty, so not the best at it with this hand. And you can hold the button down and flick it out. And what's kind of nifty is the stop pin on this knife is the liner, the top liner lock itself. So you can see when you close it, that button goes in there, that bar goes all the way across, and that is the stop pin, I believe. That maybe in conjunction with this guy right here. I think that's the stop pin, my bad. That is the stop pin, but it almost looks like it's touching there. It is not. That is my bad, guys. So that is the stop pin up top there, which is nice. They've kept it away. Yeah, you can see it kind of grabs right in there. So that's nice. They've kept it away from the sharpening choil. And that sucker's big. I mean, you've got a long life of this knife. If that steel holds up, you've got a long sharpening life on it before you got to worry about any of that. So, and this one, I'd say it's a somewhat of a budget knife. I mean, it's, you know, from $50 to $80 depending on the model. I like this. I like a stonewash blade. So they've got one that's in black. They've got a few options. They've got a purple one I kind of like too. So yeah, guys, there it is, the CJRB Latitude in ar-rpm9. Again, go check out the videos about the controversy around that steel. Apparently these blades aren't terrible, but it's just not true powdered metallurgy as they claim. Apparently it's spray formed. So, but again, I'm not the most qualified on that topic. I just like playing with pocket knives. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to support the channel. Pick you one up if you want to grab this knife. Again, they do have different options, but for me, I liked this one, and I am going to carry it eventually, and I'll get around to telling you guys how it fared and how I like it. So that is the CJRB Latitude. Pretty decent knife. Got a flat grind. Big blade. I mean, that blade is, it's almost unproportional to the handle. But it feels good in the hand, minus that hot spot for a righty. But for me in the left, it feels pretty good. Smooth action. Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Have you guys carried it? What do you think? Has the steel held up? Thanks, guys.